a bind, and I really hate this working self. I'm pulling it sick. I heard that the sun was
the one thing that I need. Well, it's a pretty little girl, but I think that free the bus going to work. 'Cause all I wanna do is keep the party. There's only one thing that I need. Well, it's a pretty little girl, but I think that free the bus going to work. 'Cause all I wanna do is keep the party.
I want a gaggle of girls that are raveled in pearls so we can tackle the world and all party live. We're never going too far, but we can chill at this bar or pack in the car. We'll all fit inside. So kick out your stool, start acting a fool. You get a taste of my place on the top in the pool. A full day of party and it's still going strong. I just got my second wind, I'm thinking.
Beer bong, kings, and kids wanna sing. I'm drumming 6 things on my 6 string. Don't be afraid, we'll get your bills paid.
Grab a Bible, say my hollow, and we'll all get laid.
This could be a life, just gotta do it right.
We party all through the day and then up into the night. It feels right, kind of stereotype. I'll take this rock star image and live up to the hype.
There's only one thing that I need. Well, it's a pretty little girl, but I think that free the bus going to work. 'Cause all I wanna do is keep the party. There's only one thing that I need. Well, it's a pretty little girl, but I think that free the bus going to work. 'Cause all I wanna do is keep the party. There's only one thing that I need. Well, it's a pretty little girl, but I think that free the bus going to work. 'Cause all I wanna do is keep the party. There's only one thing that I need. Well, it's a pretty little girl, but I think that free the bus going to work. 'Cause all I wanna do is keep the party. I said all I wanna do is keep the party. I said all I wanna do is keep the party. I said all I wanna do is keep the party. Keep the party. Keep the party. I said all I wanna do is keep the party. I said all I wanna do is keep the party. I said all I wanna do is keep the party. Keep the party. Keep the party.
All right, that was OG Wawa with Keep the Party. Before that, we had Steve Hester with Living the Blues and Cold Cash doing just fine. I dug in my archive for that Cold Cash because some of the songs I just can't play them anymore. Just don't have the time with all these different new artists coming up, and I have some more coming up for you next month. I'm going to be introducing some more new artists, so definitely check them out. Show them some love. Go give them a like. Listen to them on SoundCloud. Support them. Buy their music, which is really affordable. Some of them even give it to you for free. So, I mean, it's good music. So definitely show them some love, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead to my little story for the night. I have some time left. And it's called The Nightmare Dinner Guests. Da, 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 da. Okay, this is what people do going to dinner parties that are really an inconvenience for the host, but they don't really think about that because, as usual with humans, we tend to be a little bit selfish and only think about ourselves and not what's inconvenient for the host of the party. So here we go. Now, you would think that fresh cut flowers would be a convenient thing to bring in for to the guests if you're going to a dinner party. You know, maybe put some flowers on the table. Well, might be allergic to it, so you don't want to do that. But it's so the question is it still good practice to arrive with something when dining with a friend's house? But cut flowers is not the gift of choice. Why? Those poor, thirsty stems will need water, and this is nothing but another bother for your host to worry about. Yes, totally lovely that you bought flowers, but why send them? Why send them instead of ahead of time, okay, through the post or bring in an aqua bouquet? whatever that is. Host preset a bucket of water tucked somewhere in the kitchen for you to stick uncut flowers in and worry about them the next day. So it's telling you if someone to when you have a dinner party, keep some fresh flowers tucked in. Now, I don't know if that makes any sense, but okay, I'm still here. I almost fell out my chair. Okay, timekeeping. Timekeeping the old fashioned is maybe old fashioned, but still correct. Rule is that you arrive 10 to 15 minutes late for social events if your host says dinner is at 7:30 p.m. It does not mean that they're serving at 7:30 p.m. It means that's when you arrive. Okay? The only thing that's worse than being more late than 15 minutes is being 15 minutes early. Never, never, never arrive ahead of time at a stated arrival time unless you wish to find the hostess half dressed and send them into a panic. Park up, go up for a walk, do some emails, do whatever. Just don't wait. Just wait until the time is right. And that is, I've had someone did that to me once because they didn't want to drive back home. So they wanted to, so my husband calls me, oh, such and such is going to come over. And I'm like, no. Why? What am I supposed to do with them? I'm getting dressed. I mean, really, it was just really inconvenient. I was pissed off. I was peed off, to say the most, okay? Now, then they talk about the London thing, but okay, let's go down to phones away. The best to switch your phone to silent and leave it somewhere out of sight, out of mind, if you can't be trusted not to keep checking it. Perish the thought that a guest goes a few hours without browsing through their friends on Instagram stories or checking how people are reacting on Twitter to the latest political drama. Best to switch your phone to silent and leave it somewhere out of sight and out of mind if you can't be trusted not to keep checking it. If you must check your phone, perhaps a message from the babysitter, then sneak off to another room. And if you can't cope with being away from technology, then don't accept dinner invitations in the first place. I mean, that would be kind of rude. Don't you think so? Someone's at the dinner party and they're on their phone just checking that. That's rude. That's why I say turn it off. Take charge. Haven't spent too long browsing on their phones and showing the latest app or game on their phone to each other guests. Then announce any lack of irony that their phone is running out of battery and then they need to charge in order to order their Uber at the end of the evening. So that has to be pretty annoying. You're on your phone the whole night pretty much, and then your battery is low, so now you want to charge it. Oh, no. Would you charge the battery? I can't say I will and I won't. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. So it says arrive with a full battery and switch to a lower mode, to make sure that you're not inconveniencing the host. Okay? Is their phone charger to hand? They ask. What a good idea. The rest of them think. Now suddenly there are 6 guests needing phone chargers and you only have 2 in the house. Guests arrive for dinner with fairly full battery and switch to a lower power mode throughout dinner. Okay? Sometimes food isn't really up to scratch. You ever went to a dinner party, food was horrible? But however honest you like to be in your life, it is not your place to say you don't like something. As much of a compliment for the cooks to have their food snapped, filtered, posted on social media, many would prefer you to eat the food and then photograph it. A dinner party is a private affair, and hosts may not want the fact that they have invited you around and not the others in your social circle inadvertently broadcast on Instagram. If you must take a photo of the courses, ask first, post later. Don't start having a conference as to which filter set peasant is the best. So, if you don't like the food, a dinner party isn't just about the quality of food, it's about the whole experience. Sometimes the food isn't really up to scratch. But however honest you like to be in your life, I just said that one. I guess I read someone. Inflicting your diet. Gone are the days when you can get away with cooking the same meal for everyone. Now people come with dietary riders as long as their egos. Be sure being a vegetarian or vegan is acceptable, and having a religious dietary requirement is all perfectly fine. But you should be on some, but should but should you be on some wow, no this, no that bad diet that you're just trying for several weeks and then it's totally out of order to alert your host to this? So if you're on a diet to eat something special, ask what the menu is. Don't just say no to this. It advised just eat what you're given or decline the invitation and wait a new one, which will hopefully come up when you're back in the real world, okay? Just have time. I used to have guests who would always accept invitations for dinner and kitchen suppers with a la carte, but alacrity, who would leave the gathering the moment the food has been finished. In one case, they had to leave for a concert. Part of the deal of attending someone due is that you're there for the duration. You cannot fit it between events. Needless to say, that guest has not been invited for some time. I don't blame you. I wouldn't invite them back either. If they're just coming to my house to get the snack before they go to their actual event, no, no, no. Not unless they discuss it with me. I would love to come, but we got such and such that same night. Is it okay if I just dash by or something like that? Maybe, but no. The other one is being drunk, okay? Getting totally blind drunk is a no-no, as it can distract for what could have been a good evening. Know your limits and stick to one or two drinks under it, okay? That's a good one. It's crushing, tedious to deal with a drunk guest. And sadly, this any excuse for a piss-off society happens to do it very often. But this is not an inner nightclub. It is a dinner party. Don't sit there and get drunk. Okay, canceling. One of my good friends is now more or less socially dead to me after having accepted and then canceled once too often. We all sometimes have to duck out of something for valid reasons, but you'll mark your cards if you make it a habit. And that's, I find that a lot of people do that. They want you to come to theirs, but they won't come to yours. That seems to be some type of rude habit that someone wrote in a book that people just practice all the time. It's just so rude. And it's like they invite you to something, so you want to tell them no. And it takes a lot because you really don't, you know how much it means to them and how much trouble that they went to for whatever occasion that it is, So you wanna go, but the little horns on the other side of your shoulder saying, just tell them no. Tell them no. They didn't show up in yours. They didn't show up in yours. Why are you showing up to theirs? So I'm going to leave that to different choices because I'm not going to say what I would do. But, okay, gratitude. A word that few know the true meaning of. Yes, a text, a tweet, or a snapshot is better than no thank you missive, but all but properly worded. Whatever that was. Yes, let me repeat that. A tweet, a text, or a snapshot is better than a no thank you at all. Or a properly worded card. Handwritten letters will always stand the test of time to get social kudos above everything else. Now, those are just some of the things that you can do. I have more too. But I'm not going to say them right now because right now I have to go to some more music, okay? So we're going to go ahead and start this one. Solely with Wow Man.
Baby, I'm running hard, running